Okay, this is a review of October 10th trades. One trade, one short, 2R at a supply zone. So coming into today, the supply zone was here up top at the 6800s. Really, this should be extended a little bit. Actually, no, this is where the supply had started, but this demand zone maybe could have been a little bit to the left here. That's fine, but demand was here nonetheless at the 6770s, and so going into today, in my pre-market plan, I had a very clear game plan in which if the market can hold 6770 1 hour demand at the open, I want to play longs targeting the 6800 level of supply. Conversely, if the market rallies into 6800 supply first and rejects, I want to play shorts targeting VWAP or opening print potentially. Shorts cannot be a farther out target because of the all-time highs, and that makes sense because if you're taking shorts at all-time highs, well, ignoring this, which Trump created, but if you're taking shorts at all-time high, then you don't want to be holding that trade for a very long time because all dips tend to get bought. And so the trade really did play out how I wanted to, specifically scenario number 2, which was if the market rallies into the 6800 level of supply first and rejects, I want to play shorts. Except there was one little tweak, and the tweak was the zero print, right? So a zero print had formed at 67.95 and 3/4. Right here, there is no trades which hit the offer, but I think that's 77 trades which hit the bid. So, yeah, I mean, no trades hit the offer here. So there's a valid zero print right there. So the target became apparently clear after that, while we were in supply, to target that zero print. And I will draw a line there. Make it like purple. Okay, and so supply was starting at the 6800 level. So 6800 till about um, $68.06, $68.07, call it, right? Actually, I'm gonna make this transparent. Okay, so we were currently in supply, but it's always not the best idea to short just because we're in supply. So I was waiting for some more developed confirmation to get short, and we can see some selling here, right? But that would again be early. That wouldn't be enough confirmation because we had just rallied up. In fact, we rallied strong enough to input a zero print at the 95 and 3/4. So while we were in supply, I was continuing to watch. And we're building a lot of volume here. And so if we're building volume, it really means that there's no indication yet to short. Because if we're building volume at a price level, that just means that price is being accepted there, right? People are willing to be transacting in that range. So I did not short as of yet. But what was interesting was I was really watching for the 6806, which was the day before's opening print, right? Right up here is where we open around this 6806 area. And let's see. Yeah, just right here. 6806 was the opening print, and we were coming into that. So the way that I was interpreting that was that if we were bullish, we would recapture 6806, which is this white line right here. If we were bearish, we would reject it. And so the idea that we were going to reject, right, if I saw that we reject 6806, we're also in a supply zone, the risk would be fine, and then I could target the zero print. So things were really starting to line up for a possible short scenario, right? So we get kind of an aggressive rally into the 6806, but again, I really would not be too bullish unless we break above it, right? And I would not be bearish at all if we broke above it and held above it. But for the next couple of minutes, I took the trade at around 08. I think at 8:48 a.m. But I will speed it up a little bit. And we just continue to try and break above these 6806s, but fail. Some offers come in. And so far, up until this point, every drop has been bought into, right? Every dip has been bought. So I would really need to see something different to enter this trade, right? Some minor selling activity here, again, not enough for me to enter the trade, but we do see the rejection of the 6806s, which is nice to see, right? Just sort of waiting for more trap buyers, and you can see here more buying occur at this level. 225 lot, 136 lot, then some selling come in a little bit further, and now I'll slow it down to 1 speed. As soon as I see this aggressive selling come in, kind of breaking the structure here at the 6803s, I start to get a little bit more inclined to short, right? So I see this, I let it do its thing, I let it break. We get kind of a pullback here, and we fail to really bring it up back towards the 806s, and I go ahead and get short right there at 6803. I'm short there, and excuse me, when was my execution? Be ultra specific. 39 seconds. Right here was my execution. Okay, so no. It was at 8:48 and 39 seconds, right? And that's the whole point of staying patient, right? I saw this selling come in. We break the structure. This bid gets filled here. Not that that's too important. And all I'm doing now is waiting for a pullback. So in the next 10 seconds, right, the selling is confirmed. Look at that selling. We really break structure now. I'm just waiting for a pullback, and right at the 39 mark right there, I'm short. So I'm short right there. My stop loss is at 6806s, right? So I'm risking about 3 points. And my target is the purple line right over here, which was the zero print. And so I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. But we kind of hang out there a little bit, but then we do get the sell-off relatively quickly into my target, which was at this purple line right here. Right there. Yeah, and I'm fully out. So pretty good trade. good confirmation, had a good thesis, and I did not take this off a P shape from the footprint chart. This was just off the heat map, but there was a very nice P shape that did form on the footprint chart. But a couple of things to improve is, I could have potentially gotten an even earlier entry. But the thing of it is like I'm sacrificing less confirmation if I get in early. So I think it was okay. But I also do want to emphasize the idea that it's not just that we were in supply, it's the fact that we were in supply with rejecting yesterday's opening print. We were at all-time highs, right? The volatility was real. Trump being, putting in a lot of uncertainty in the market. And we also had the zero print that has a higher likelihood to fill. The target wasn't that far off. Now the rest of the day, Trump had said something which caused the market to absolutely puke, but I was not part of that, and that's just not something that I could have prepared for, right? I caught the move from right here, the 803s, to the 95 and 3/4. So literally from here to here. But again, that is trading, right? Taking a small piece with good confirmation. Yeah, I could have made like what, $10,000 today had I caught this, but I mean, I'm not one of Trump's insider trading buddies, so it's not something to feel FOMO about.